everyone.
Yeah, exactly. And it's family bragging rights, as they call it, you know. Just beating your brother alone sometimes is good enough. Quah will be red-hot favorites in this race. Red-hot favorites, as Gerald was saying earlier on. As hot a favorites as Joe was in the 100 meters butterfly, as he was yesterday in the 200 meters butterfly. This, the 200 meters backstroke for men, which did not have a heat, so we only have 6 finalists. And Quah is ahead of the rest of the field this year by a huge margin. I can tell you that he is ahead of the field by at least 3 seconds in this race, with the personal best times clocks this year. Paul Nguyen of Vietnam, bronze medalist already in the 50 and 50 fly and back. He's in 2. Francis Fong of Singapore, who finished 3rd at the Commonwealth Youth Games in this event. He is in lane number 3. He was also 2nd at the national age groups. And Quah the defending champion, trying to win back-to-back titles at the games. The last to win back-to-back titles in this event was Alex Lim back in 2005. Ricky Anggawidjaja of Indonesia, who prefers this to the 50 meters butterfly and the 50 meters back, I should say, where he finished 8th. Jerapong Sangkawat. The Thais have never won a backstroke event in men's swimming at the SEA Games. So I think they've switched the lanes around for Paul Nguyen and Tran Doi Khoi of Vietnam. Doi Khoi finished in 2nd spot back in 2013. That was Vietnam's first silver medal since 2003 in Hanoi. So all set and ready to go. They'll take the plunge into the pool. And Gerald, let's have a talk about this start as well for the backstroke and how these swimmers grip, because there have been talks about different techniques of gripping the board and different techniques of actually getting off.
It is, but now they've got that little latch that you can see. I mean, when I was competing, we didn't have that latch, and obviously that start is very important.
So we'll let Gerald talk more in this race than ever before, because this was his race that won the bronze medal. And Quah in lane number 4, the red-hot favorites, has gotten off to a good start, followed very closely by Doi Khoi of Vietnam.
I think this is going to be a race for 2nd place again, right? Zheng is going to be out quick. I mean, he's going to lead throughout the race, as you can really see it here. But you know, I'll be very excited to see how Francis Fong does it, who's swimming in lane 3. Francis has a very unique way of swimming the backstroke. We'll watch it in a second. He actually seems like as if he's swimming butterfly while on his back. You see him having that bouncing motion, which is very unusual.
Absolutely right. That's just beside Zheng, the one in black cap. It will be Zheng in the lead after 100 meters. And usually when you take it out in this race, what has been your tactic for the 200 meters backstroke?
I'm more of a distance swimmer, so I usually hold back from the first 100. Try and go as comfortable, what we call easy speed in the first 100. 3rd lap is always used to build it up, you know, slower to the fastest, and then you try and hit the 3rd wall going into your quicker speed. And on the last lap is really just closing your eye, gritting your teeth, and you know, just hoping that you hit the wall.
So Quah the lead not as big as we expected to, but Francis Fong, look at him, he's slowly coming back into it now. And does he have enough to push Quah right to the wall in the final 50 meters? Francis Fong of Singapore is swimming superbly well to turn in 2nd spot, just ahead of Tran Doi Khoi. He's just 0.39 seconds behind Zheng, but Zheng once again using the whip and bouncing off the wall so very well.
Francis has a very good chance of winning this. Just look at that. Look at Francis's stroke again, right? You can see him bouncing up and down, but he looks like he's really got an opportunity to win this race.
This will be a huge surprise if it happens, and will be the surprise of the games thus far. Quah I think finally realizes that Francis is so close to him, deciding to just speed up just a little bit, and he touches home first, just ahead of Francis Fong, 0.40 seconds behind Quah and Anggawidjaja of Indonesia in 3rd place.
What an amazing swim by Francis. I'm actually super excited for Francis. This is his first SEA Games. I think he's only 17 years old. That's such a great time. Coming into this race, I think his best time was only a 2:03, and he's improved significantly. Look at him. I mean, he's shouting like he's won the race, which is, you know, it's an amazing race that he's from.
He almost beat Zheng and Zheng beat the SEA Games record. That's how quick Francis Fong actually went. There we go. We're just talking about the starts and the different grips that they have on the boards. to take themselves off. Quah Wen, we've alluded to already so many times in our broadcast how good he is in terms of the start. And Francis was actually 5th after the first 50 meters, and then he suddenly came into prominence, being 3rd after 100 meters. And the next thing you knew, he was 2nd after 150 meters, and then bouncing home and almost catching Zheng Wen.
I think with the backstroke, it's also a little bit easier to focus on your own race because you're on your back. You don't really see where your competitors are, unlike the butterflies or the freestyles where you see where your competitors are. So in the backstroke race, you really have to go by feel, know how you feel at the first, second, third, and fourth 50. You know, you don't really see many of your competitors unless it's someone next to you. And it's great to see how Francis actually swam his what we call his own race, right? He did not follow Zheng. He did not follow the other swimmer next to him. He was 5th on the first lap, as you mentioned, but basically swam his own race and did it to perfection.
Well, let's know the final results and see the time for Francis Fong. It definitely is a new personal best. I mean, if he is that close, 2:00:49, how about